Hey guys, welcome back to BrokeNbricks. Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be designing a MOC on Bricklink Studio, and this is going to be the staircase from the Mines of Moria from Fellowship of the Ring. I don't think I've ever seen someone build this. I know when people build Moria MOCs, it's usually Balin's Tomb or the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. So I'm going to show you updates as I work on designing this. This is what I have so far, so I'm just working out the middle part of the stairs, the part that Frodo and Aragorn get stuck on. So you can see here we've got this Technic structure with kind of like a spine going all the way up the stairs just for some security. So the way this is going to work is if we select this and this, then like in the movie, these stairs are going to kind of like fall forwards like this. So that's going to be a feature that I'm going to try and integrate, and then the rest of the MOC is going to be, so this column's in the center, so there'll be a gap here and a gap here. Then we'll have the start of the stairs and the end of the stairs. And this section that leans forward will be in the middle. We can see that here. So essentially what I'm building is this area of the stairs here. I'm not sure how far back or forward I'll go. I'll probably cut it off here and here, just so there's something behind this section of stairs and in front of it as well. So the structure of the stairs is kind of like smooth stone, and then you've got more of the rocky section below. So what I'm doing is I'm building the top part in dark orange just to kind of get across the glow of the scene from all the fire from the Balrog. And then I'm using dark grey for the rocky section at the bottom. So this obviously isn't finished yet. I'm going to make the transition look a lot smoother, but yeah, this is what I've got so far. And then I'm just experimenting here with how steep to make the stairs. I'm thinking that it looks better just going at one plate per stair. I think here with the 2 plates per stair it looks a little bit too steep. I'm going to keep working on this for a bit and I will update you when I'm finished. So this is where I'm up to. I've done most of this central stair section. So you can see how it's supposed to look with the rocks at the bottom and then the rest of it being dark orange. And going around to the other side, you can see that I have this little trigger built in here. So when you slide this back, it pulls out a pin, which will drop this section of stairs. Because there is the part of the stairs that falls when Boromir jumps across with Merry and Pippin. So that'll just fall off here. Then we can see that the whole column has the ability to tip forward. So what I'm going to do now is build up the base a bit more. The gaps I'm going to fill in with black plates to give the impression that it's like a really deep pit. And then I'll start building these sections of stairs on either side. So this is where I'm up to. I finished the first part of the stairs, and you can see here we have the rocks going all the way around. And I've added some dark tan cheese slopes just to break up the colour a bit more. Then this section here is going to be able to drop out. You can see there's some Technic holes here, so I'm going to have some axles going through that you can pull out through the back, so that'll be able to drop out. And then that will separate the middle part of the stairs, so then it can tip forwards. So most of what I need to do just now is to finish up this final column of the stairs, and then it should be almost done. So I finished the model, and you can see with the rock section down here, I completely reworked it. So instead of just being attached to the side of the center column, it's actually built up from the base. There's a couple of reasons why I did this. Firstly, it is connected to where the column hinges. There's an axle going through these bricks as well, just so that it's a bit more stable. And also it covers up the column from the side, so when it's in its upright position there's not a big gap at the bottom that you can see, because these pieces are covering it all up. And you can see that as well. I finished the bottom of the stairs, and this is what it looks like from the back, so you can see where it's all kind of broken off. I've finished off the base with smooth black tiles to give the illusion of the pit being really deep. And then we've got these flame pieces here as well, because there is a lot of fire that shows up once the Balrog starts to make its way in. So what I'm going to do now is show you all the functions that I built in. So this Technic assembly at the back slides out. It's just a couple of axles connected together. and that will then allow this section to drop, which happens when the Balrog makes some rocks fall down. It knocks out this section that separates the stairs from the bridge up here. And what we have next is this pin on these stairs can slide backwards, and that will then allow this section at the front of the stairs to drop, which I think happens when they throw Gimli across. So we can just move that out of the way there. And then this little pin down here is hidden, and that slides out here. And that will then allow the centre section of the stairs to hinge forwards. And then it will smash into the bottom of the stairs, and that is how Frodo and Aragorn get across. So that is the finished model. I am really happy with how it turned out, especially with the dark orange. I think that does a really good job of capturing the light coming from all the flames in the scene. This here is just a render that I've done. I'll probably use it in the thumbnail. I just made some of the members of the Fellowship just to help set the scene, and I really like the way this looks, and I'm very excited to hopefully one day be able to buy the pieces for it, and when I do that I will make a video showing you what it looks like in person. If anyone wants to build this themselves, please let me know. I will try and make some instructions at some point. I'm definitely going to need them myself for when I do eventually build this. That's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. MOC digitally. It's just a lot easier on me because building MOCs in real life is time and money. And if you have any suggestions for smaller MOCs that you want to see in the future, please let me know.
Good, Anakin, good. Subscribe. Subscribe now.
It should.
Do it.